everyone, my name's Rebecca and I'm back with another movie review. This weekend I saw the new movie Uncharted. Uncharted is the new action-adventure film by Sony starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, and I enjoyed it. Before the trailer was released, I had never heard of this franchise or even knew it was a game. I thought it was an actual original screenplay. My mistake. So I went in knowing nothing of the plot or the characters. I only saw the gameplay of the cargo plane scene, which was the hook of the film, after the trailer since it was the scene everyone was talking about. Since I can't compare this to the game because I've never played it, I'm going to review this as a standalone film. And on its own, I think the film works. It's fun, the action is fast-paced, and the plot, though a bit slow to start, isn't that confusing. Tom Holland plays Nathan Drake, who is a street-smart pickpocket history buff just trying to get by in New York City. One night, he is recruited by seasoned treasure hunter named Victor Sully Sullivan, played by Mark Wahlberg. They want to recover a fortune hidden by the famed explorer Ferdinand Magellan, and it was lost 500 years ago by the House of Moncada. So when the two characters meet, the backstory of the treasure is a bit hard to understand because the exposition is told quickly and Mark Wahlberg is very mumbly with his dialogue. Once the first action scene starts and they find the first MacGuffin, the story is basically straightforward. It's a race between the good guys and the bad guys to see who gets the treasure first. If I didn't know this was from a game beforehand, I could have guessed that it was based on the scene structure. Each action scene was like a level in a game. It gets harder and harder and the action gets more intense as the film progresses until the final battle in the climax. The movie isn't just for the fans of the game, though there is a cameo put in that only fans of the game would understand. The film is a basic treasure hunt movie just like Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, National Treasure, Jungle Cruise, and a little bit of Red Notice, though not as campy. They have the trope of the plane traveling across the map with the red line to show them traveling from one country to another, and a lot of characters not trusting each other and backstabbing. After the trailer dropped, many people thought that Tom Holland was too young for the character, and I can see that. This is kind of more of an origin story for the character, and the physical stunts and fight choreography was very intense. I don't think anyone older could have accomplished it. If this were made in the 90s, maybe Brendan Fraser or Nathan Fillion, but not now. Even Mark Wahlberg didn't do much of the action. He had a few fight scenes, but not as drawn out as Holland's were. Antonio Banderas plays a predictable, cartoony villain, but there are two other female characters, Sophia Ali, who plays Sully's friend slash rival Chloe Fraser, and Tati Gabriel, who plays Braddock, another interested party in the treasure. And they both absolutely shine in this film, though Sophia was a bit sidelined for the final battle. The cinematography is bright and beautiful. The fight choreography is well executed. I felt all the falls and the hits. Even the sound editing was on point. I was surprised and impressed that not once did they use the Wilhelm scream, and I was listening for it. There were a few quippy dialogue moments between the characters, but nothing much laugh out loud funny, and no deep, sad, emotional moments either. But there are a few surprising twists along the way. The film did feel a bit long. They finished one exciting and intense expedition scene going through all these obstacles to find something, which led to the fallout of characters, which then led to an even bigger hunt and travel sequence. I don't know how this film is compared to the game, as I've never played it, but as a standard adventure treasure hunt movie, it's quite enjoyable. A good escapism popcorn movie. I saw it in IMAX, and I think it's worth it for the visuals and sound. Also, there's a mid-credits scene, and so stay for that. They are really, really pushing for a sequel. I give this film a solid A. It's a fun ride. So, what did you think? Have you seen it? Is it better than the game? Worse? On par? Tell me in the comments. Next week, I'm going to finally see the newest movie musical, Cyrano, starring Peter Dinklage. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on all the upcoming films, please hit that like and subscribe button. And a huge thank you to all my current subscribers. And if you're new here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.